Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You have missed us terribly. I know that's the case. And I have to tell you, Beer Forgers, we've missed you. But thanks to the technology that is uniquely the Crucible, we have been forced to adapt and overcome. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what, I think that I have the input too high on the microphone, so I'm going to dial it back just a touch here a little bit. And we are going to go ahead and give this a shot. Ladies and gentlemen, I am, of course, your your host with the not so most. I am Menoth John, or formerly known as Menoth John, or something like that. And with me, of course, from Buffalo, New York, is Beer Machine Rich.
Hey folks, how's it going? This is uncharted waters for us.
It
Not
really
to say
is.
we haven't. Yeah, we've seen a little bit of this before, but anytime you start involving multiple cameras and Skype and OBS, and yeah, things happen. So, um, we're gonna give this a whirl, and I think it should be fun. At least I
Yep,
hope.
absolutely.
You know what helps kind of lubricate the podcast?
That would be booze. But before we get to that, Mr. Rich, we have to thank the people that bring us all of this fantasticness. Of course, I'm talking about our patrons. And ladies and gentlemen, the lights don't come on by themselves. Truth be told, Rich and I are not as rich as some of the larger GOP donors out there. And that means that we could use your help in helping keep the lights on. Of course, I'm talking about the three, the proud, the patrons of the BeerForge podcast. I'm talking about Art Bogorski. That's how you pronounce it. Steve Halterman. He's been with us since the early days. And Scott Habel, who is, of course, our Forge father. A little bit of a round of applause for our patrons.
Guys, thank you.
Yep, couldn't do it without you. But now we're ready to get lubricated, aren't we, Rich?
Oh, we are. Sorry, I got a little ahead of myself there. I was a little excited.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. You got the old webpage up there?
Of course I do. There it goes, fading right in like a professional podcaster that I am.
Wow. So you've all heard of Southern Tier Brewing, I'm sure, if you've watched or listened to Beer Machine or Painting with Mouth John. Little known fact. Actually, I'll do a callback. You ready for this? John, were you aware that Southern Tier also makes spirits?
I was not aware of that. Could you please fill me in on this information?
So a few years ago they started, and it was a little weird at first. I say weird. It wasn't as refined, I guess. I had this very thing right here. Their smoked bourbon from batch number 1, and it was good. It was a little rough, but now it's smoothing out.
Very nice.
It is. It's good, and apparently it's right down the road from the brewery, but I've never been there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's like $30, I think, 35 maybe for 0.75 liter. Comes in at 45%. Nice smoky, not over the top. It is smoky though. Like there's no doubt about that. But yeah, it tastes pretty good. Drink local, you know.
You're more of a bourbon connoisseur than I am. Is it? You feel like this is a $35 bottle of bourbon?
I think it's like a $30 bottle.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I'm not as versed in it as I probably should be. But if I'm gonna have to pick this or something else for $30 or $35, I'm gonna go local. You know.
Yeah, I can understand that. Well, I am far from local tonight. I am drinking from Porto, Portugal, a bottle of Callum 10-year aged tawny port. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know what port is a fortified wine that is true port. If it is called port, has to come from this one special valley in Portugal, and I forget what the name of the valley is, but it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And what makes that particular valley sort of special is the fact that it's got a mineral in the soil called schist. Notice that I did say schist and not something else, because schist. And according to the woman that gave the tour, it soaks up the heat during the day and then releases it back to the vines at night, so that the vines are always getting nice warmth. Now that may be complete horse hockey, but it sure sounded good when I was in Porto, and they gave us on the tour. You could pay €10 to taste taste 2 ports, or no, it's $14 for 2 ports, €16 for 3 ports. So I took the 3-port tour, and 3-port tour.
You beat me to it. I was just about to say it.
Nice. And this was one of the ones I tasted. And tawny port. So there's white port, there's rosé port. Are you on? You might want to check your input there, Rich. I think you might be on your webcam.
Oh, really?
Yeah, check that out while I continue to go here. The other one is tawny. This one is so a tawny port is aged in small barrels in oak casks, and then those barrels will sometimes go on to be whiskey barrels or Scotch barrels in some cases. So it is with pale amber color, shows aromas of wood, dried fruit, chocolate, velvety, intense, and enduring. Ports also do not get better with age, as far as once they're in the bottle. They get better when they're in the barrel, but not in the but not once they're bottled. So this is a really good one. It's sweet. All ports are very sweet, and it tips the scales at 20% alcohol.
20. How are those dulcet tones? A little bit better.
Way better. And
All right.
and the thing that makes Callum, I guess, special is that they use a natural spirit rather than like some other, like any kind of spirit that would have neutral spirit, I should say, rather than some kind of spirit that might have some flavor to it, like a whiskey or something like that. It's straight up grain alcohol that they add to it in order to not influence the flavor of the grapes. So I really enjoyed it was a fantastic experience to be in Porto with the port, and that's what I'm drinking this evening. Shall we talk about our decks? By the way, welcome to the Age of Ascension, Rich.
Yes, welcome. I've gotten in, I want to say about 7 games now, 3 of which were at a local tournament. And, shout out, by the way, to all you folks watching at Heart of the Game. Thanks for tuning in, folks, during your Friday Night Magic. Much appreciated.
BeerForge is way better than Magic!
I know, you guys are kind of missing out, but, yeah, and go buy Ben a drink. He kind of needs it. So I'm loving the set so far. I really am.
Fantastic.
Now, let's go to this deck.
Yeah, I'm going to transition it over.
Deck up there?
Yep. This is Finian Stairwell Despot, and it tips the scales at an SAS of 82.
So of note in here, and let's see. Whoops, I don't have it up on my screen. Oh, I'm the worst. So, okay. Now there's a couple weird things that kind of go together in this, and you'll start seeing it if you go to the disc side.
Okay.
There is, where is it there? Bloodshard Imp.
Okay.
And Bloodshard Imp is at the, man, I'm the worst. Is that the stun or the one that kills them? After a creature reaps, its controller must sacrifice it.
Whoa.
That's pretty brutal, and there's 2 of those.
Yeah, that's got to go.
The namesake of the mat I'm using that you'll see in just a minute here, Orb of Invidious. After a creature reaps, stun it.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's only downhill from there. I have Amber Imp. He's a power 2, and that is an elusive creature that also has after a creature reaps, stun it. There are Time Travelers on the logo side. There's the Sting in the shadow side. We got a couple board resets in there. We got, it's just like Binding Irons. Your opponent gains 3 chains. That's a son of a B.
There you go.
Yeah. And Yancey Gang, which I'm probably going to call Yahtzee Gang.
That's okay.
Right? Like a given nickname. It's a power 5 Shadows creature that has action steal 1, but the fact that it's power 5 is pretty cool.
Much like Wu-Tang Clan, Yangtze Clan ain't nothing to F with.
Yep. And another disc, Bloodshard Imp. After a creature reaps, its controller must sacrifice it. So yeah, it's a lot of cool stuff in here, and it's fun.
Sounds great, man.
There you go. Let's talk about your deck.
All right, let's go ahead and bring the deck up here onto the webcast. You're going to see mine is not as overtly powerful. I'm at a 77 SAS. We really don't know what SAS means just yet. But I think that when I looked this up on the other site, the issue that I have with most of my decks that I have is that they are suffering from pretty low consistency. So we'll see how all this turns out. On this deck, I've played it a couple of times now. I just got done playing it with my son Charles here not too long ago. And what it did reasonably well was it seemed to do a good job of keeping him on his back foot. It generated a lot of amber pretty quickly, and that helped kind of get me ahead of the game a little bit. As far as cards are concerned, it has 2 full moons, which is pretty good. So I can play into generating amber off of creatures. Now, there's not a ton of creatures in Untamed on this one, but it does have Taliga, which allows me to generate some amber on your turn, as well as in the Mars side of it having a Yixley Dominator in order to help protect Taliga is always a good idea. It's got combat pheromones, allowing me to use some creatures out of house, which is always kind of fun. For me, the Brobnar seems pretty great with 2 gauntlets of command, and Groggins has certainly earned his pay in this particular deal. You know, Rich, the interesting thing about the camera setup that we're going to have tonight is that this was going to allow us to play against each other without necessarily having to be in the same room or have the Crucible up.
Yeah, this is. I don't know if other people do this kind of thing. I don't know.
So
maybe they do. If they do, and you're listening, we could use a few pointers. That'd be good.
Yep.
But this is fun. This means I get to play with my buddy with physical cards. I mean.
Yep. So I'm gonna display kind of what you're gonna be seeing from Rich is what's on the screen right now, and what we're using here is we're using Skype to show you his map, and I'm gonna bring up my camera here so that you can get a look at what I'm doing. And I'm going to be using my Mars map. So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to roll for first turn, and we're going to go ahead and get this party started. I'm going to roll here, and you can see I got a 1. And what about you've got a 4?
Yep.
So you're going to get to go first. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. I'm going to move this over to Rich's camera, and we're going to get this party started. I have already shuffled all my stuff up here about 14, 15 times. So
would you like to cut the deck, John?
No?
All right.
That's fine.
Okay.
I trust you. I'll cut ones through the internet at you.
Yeah, I bet you will.
5
so,
and 6.
The way we're going to try and do this, if you're watching, is this is going to be my deck. My 3 unforged keys are right here. My discard's going to be right here. Battle lines here, and then artifacts are here. Hopefully there's enough clarity where you can see it. And I have like kind of adjunct borders, so hopefully I don't put anything out of frame.
Just so you know, Rich, I am mulliganing.
That bad, huh?
Wasn't good. I was evenly split between all 3 houses, and when you're going second, that seems like a suboptimal way to go ahead and start. So we're going to draw this up to 5.
Man, this is really weird to have physical cards in front of a computer.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Oh my God, this is like strictly worse. This is not good.
I can see your hand on your stream. Hold it back there.
I'll hold it back.
You poker player.
Sorry. Hold it back here a little bit better.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna play Dis.
Okay.
And let's see how this looks on here. Bloodshard Imp.
That is all glare.
It's all glare?
All glare.
Ugh.
Is there anything you can do with the lighting? That's better. That's way better. Perfect.
Yeah, I can actually shift the lighting off of it a little.
There you go.
Let's see how that looks.
You know, with light correcting on your camera, you may not even need that light.
You want me to try and turn it off?
Turn it off. See what you get.
All right. Oh, fuck, I hit the camera. No!
All right, well, that seems fine.
I didn't turn it off yet.
Oh. Yeah, we can see great. Leave it off.
All right.
Cool.
Well, that works. Okay.
I wonder if mine is better with the light off. Yeah, it's better. Okay, cool. We're just going to leave the lights off. Okay, so Bloodshard Imp, you started off. Okay, now I'm going to switch this over to my deck. To my camera. Hey, and you know what? It's going to flip back and forth between the 2. That's great. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Untamed. And am I gonna play Untamed? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play Untamed. I'm going to play Taliga, and I'm gonna play Regrowth because that gains me an amber, and I didn't have anything else to do with it. So that ends my turn. I'm gonna flip it over to you.
I see how it is.
Draw back up to 6.
All right, I'm gonna play Logos. Let's see. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is play Time Traveler, which gives me an amber.
Yep, and draws 2 cards, right?
Yep. I guess I should put my amber here. I don't know.
It's a good place for it.
Draw 2 cards. Then I'm gonna play Helper Bot.
I like that card. I have that in one of my other decks.
Actually, I'm gonna put my amber down here. I think
That's fine.
Helper Bot is really cool. I wonder if the camera just picks it up when I hold it like this. Yeah.
It picked it up just as well down below too.
Oh, okay. So you may play 1 non-logos card this turn.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
So I gain an amber for that. And I
Because you have Taliga, don't you?
And I gain an
you
amber
Time Traveler
for
also.
Time Traveler.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to play Lab Work.
Okay. Gaining an amber.
Can you see my discard?
I sure can.
Yep, you
Yep.
can.
Perfect.
Sweet.
It's working pretty sweet, dude.
It is working pretty sweet. Archive a card. So we're going to archive... I don't know. I don't think it really matters. We're going to archive this guy.
Okay.
And then I get to play a non-logos card this turn.
Okay.
And that's going to be Knuckles Bolton,
That'll
who
gain me
sounds
an
like
amber.
some kind of boxer from the 30s.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this back over to mine. And you'll see that I have 4 amber. I'm going to play Mars. And I'm going to play Flotsam Spike, which I gain an amber. But I have friendly creatures in play, so nothing gets destroyed. Then I'm going to play Collector Worm. And I'm going to play Ixlixi Fix Finger, which is easy to say, but will become harder as the game progresses because I'll be drinking more port. And that is my turn, and I will transition back to you and draw up to 6.
Okay. You're a little glare on your discard, but I mean,
Okay.
you said what it was, so I kind of know what it is, you know?
Can I?
It looks about similar to mine, honestly.
I was researching the glare earlier today, and believe it or not, it's from my monitors.
What?
So watch, I'll turn my overhead light off.
Say, I'm calling shenanigans on that.
Actually, that's a lot better. Let's just leave it like that.
Who knew the answer to lighting is less lighting?
Less lighting, yeah. All right.
That's rather odd, but okay. All right. So I'm going to play... let's see here. What house am I going to play?
I don't know.
I'm going to play Logos. Okay. We're going to play Memory Chip.
Okay.
After you choose Logos as your active house, archive a card.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. Let's see. You have 5 amber. I'm going to Reap with Time Traveler, which then causes me to kill it.
Okay.
Due to Blood Shard Imp. Helper Bot is going to Reap,
Okay.
so I have to kill that too. Then I'm going to play Help from Future Self.
Yep. Gaining an amber.
gaining an amber. Search my deck and discard pile for a time traveler.
Aha. This is a nice
in my
combination with Bloodshard Imp, actually.
Yeah, that hasn't come up yet either, which is really cool. I'm gonna shuffle my deck here quick.
So, I mean, folks, I hope you enjoy. We went through a lot of work to get this to actually happen.
Yes.
So I hope you're enjoying it. And, you know, we're going to keep on doing this until the Crucible shows up or until until Asmodee's digital solution shows up. I have a lot of faith in Asmodee when it comes to digital products. Everything that they've ever done with their Days of Wonder products has been top-notch.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're top-notch game company, period.
So I'm gonna play Time Traveler,
And I'll get another amber for that.
and I got another amber for that. And then I get to draw 2 cards when that happens.
Now, what did you get the amber for Time Traveler? Because he has one. Got it.
He just makes one.
Yep.
And oh man, I just gave you a key. That's terrible.
Could be worse.
Yeah, I suppose it could. I'm gonna play a lab work.
Gonna get another one.
No. It's not a creature.
No, you're gonna get another one.
Yes, I'll get another one.
Yep.
And I get to archive a card.
Okay.
When that happens. And I think that's it from me.
Okay.
So check, and
Yep.
you get a key.
Yep. So I'm gonna take these 6 here, put them back in my store pile, and I'm gonna flip over one of these Patreon exclusive golden keys here. Oh, look at that! It's a BeerForge
Ooh.
key. I'm at my first BeerForge key. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna call Brobnar. And the first card we're going to play is Burn the Stockpiles, because you have 7, and that means you're going to lose 4.
Oh, you're a bad man.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then I'm going to play Relentless Assault. Ready and fight with up to 3 different friendly creatures, one at a time. So I am going to fight the Bloodshard Imp. Does he have elusive?
Nope.
Okay, with the Collector Worm.
Oh, so I just
That
die.
goes into archive that the creature Collector Worm fights. If that creature leaves your archives, put it in the owner's hand. So
it goes into your archive?
yeah, so just put it aside for now. It's in my archive.
That's kind of awkward.
It is extremely awkward. And then
Put it up there, I guess.
the Time Traveler does not have elusive, but so I'm going
you didn't
to
switch back to your camera, John.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gosh darn it. Production values. Okay, now I'm going to fight Yixley Fixed Finger. And oh, actually, he has 1 extra armor on him also. The Collector Worm has an extra armor from Fixed Finger.
Oh, wow.
And so he's going to attack the Time Traveler and kill him, and it'll bounce
Okay.
off of my armor.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to put out Yixley Dominator, and he comes in stunned over here on the side. And this is my stun token. It's a knockdown token from War Machine.
Nice. That's what
And
Emily uses. Or she uses the Company of Iron stun knockdown tokens.
I use Company of Iron blood tokens for my wounds. So that's the end of Relentless Assault. How did I play? I'm sorry. I could not play him. I apologize. I was getting ahead of myself. I was playing so many Mars creatures that I thought I could play him. But this was Relentless Assault, and I was just doing some fighting. I apologize.
Nah, it's okay.
All right, so that are ready, those guys, and that is the end of my turn.
Yeah, internet, kind of go easy on us, please. This is the first time we're doing this.
This is really, really hard. I hate to tell you.
There's a lot of yeah. Like I know I'm not on my A game because I'm like watching stuff and.
Oops,
whatever.
now I got to flip over the camera.
Yep.
Boom. Now it's over to you. Totally not used to this, but we're trying very, very hard.
Yeah. Let's see what we got out there. Elusive. Blah blah blah.
Taliga fight elusive.
And Fixed Finger gives them all +1 armor. I think it says.
Each Martian creature gets +1 armor.
Oh, Martian creatures. All right.
Each other Martian creature. So he doesn't get
So
it.
not
but
him.
The collector
Yeah.
worm is now 6 armor.
Okay. I'm going to play Shadows.
Okay.
We're going to play another Yahtzee gang.
Okay. I get an amber for that.
That's it. Taliga needs to die.
Taliga needed to die a couple turns ago.
Knuckles Bolton will attack and kill Taliga.
Yes, he will.
And yeah, I have skirmish, so screw
Okay.
you. Then another Yancey gang.
Okay.
Then another Yancey gang.
Oh my gosh.
And that'll be me.
Okay. I really, really, really wish Taliga had lived, so I could have gotten that damn taunt out there, but that wasn't to be. All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip this back over to my side. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to play me some Untamed. We're going to start off with Full Moon, which is going to be followed by the Marmo Swarm.
I like the Marmo Swarm.
The Marmo Swarm gets 1 power for each mana in my each amber in my pool, so gets 1 power token. These little troll focus are going to be power tokens, and then I get an amber for that from the Full Moon. Then I'm going to play Glimmer, and I get to return when I play him, I get an amber for the Full Moon, and I get to return a card from my discard pile to my hand, which will bring Taliga back.
Oh.
And then I'm going to play Taliga, which will gain me an amber for Full Moon. And then I am going to play They're Everywhere, which is 2 damage to each flank creature of yours, and 1 damage to each enemy creature not on a flank. So
okay, so
two
1 damage or 2 damage.
2 damage to the outside Yanksy gangs, and then 1 damage to every other guy. And I gain an amber for that. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to play Soldiers to Flowers, which gains me another amber. And this is, I would purge untamed creatures from each player's discard pile. For each card purged this way, its owner gains 1 amber. I gain the amber from the card itself. I'm not purging anything. And you don't have untamed, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So that's the end of that turn, and I am at check. And I'll draw back
Not
up to
too
6.
shabby. Of note for future reference.
Yep.
We are broadcasting in 720p.
Is that bad?
I wonder if it was 1080, it might be a little bit easier to read.
I'll try. Sometimes,
but not now. Next time.
No, we're not. No.
Okay, and those tokens, by the way, in case anyone's curious, the damage tokens and my amber tokens, those are from Tectonic Craft Studios.
Yep.
And I think it's $15 for the whole pack.
Tectonic Craft Studios, folks, is home of the Arcadan, which is one of the sweetest guys in all of gaming. So give him your money.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Please.
I wonder if he would like to sponsor our show.
Yeah, I think he should, because he does a lot of good stuff for the gaming community as a whole.
It would be nice just for, like, John Con stuff.
Oh, yeah, that too. So, yeah, you see the damage counters there, and these are the amber counters. Anyway, let's play Shadows.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast... It's like magic. Keep using the magic terms. Whistling Darts, which gives me an amber and deal 1 damage to each enemy creature.
Okay. So it's a power token here, so he takes 1 there. That hits off of the armor of the Collector Worm. He loses 1 armor on Yixik's Fix Finger, kills Glimmer and puts 1 damage on Taliga.
And then, you have 6 amber again.
I do.
Oh, this is the worst. Well, not really the worst. I'm gonna play Subtle Maul.
Okay.
So next time I'll be stealing some stuff.
Mhm.
And then, let's see. So Yancey Gang is going to action steal 1.
Okay. So I'll just remove 1 here.
Yep. And then this Yancey Gang is going to do the same thing. And this one's going to do the same thing. So 2 more.
Okay. Brings me down to 3.
I'm up to 7. And then Knuckles Bolton. He will attack Fixed Finger.
Okay. And we'll
And he has
kill
he's a
him.
skirmish.
Yep, and we'll kill him. And that means the armor goes away from the Collector Worm who is next to him.
Yep. And then I'm going to play Brend the Fanatic.
Okay.
And look at that card. It's friggin' sweet.
It is sweet, and I appreciate the Amber for playing it.
You know I don't know what the style is, but you know that the hot rod guys with like the big eyes?
Yes. I forget that artist's name.
Yeah. Mexican artist, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah, he was
not
very
positive.
popular in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, he's skirmish and he has play. Your opponent gains 1.
Okay, I gain 1.
And then later on when he's destroyed, I steal 3.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Okay.
Check.
All right, you're at check. By the way, along with the 1 that I got from that dude, I also got a 1 from Taliga when you played him.
Oh,
Because you killed
That-
Fixed Finger.
that's something.
So when he's destroyed, you gain 2?
When who's Brend?
Yeah.
When he's destroyed, I steal 3 from you.
Oh, that's bad. All right, so...
And he has skirmish, so it's in your interest to do so.
Okay, so I'm going to play Mars this turn. We're going to start off with Ixley Dominator. He's coming in stunned next to Taliga. That's an armor token, not a stun token. Okay, so stunned. Then we're going to play Combat Pheromones, gaining me an Amber. Then we're going to play Nitzik Resonator for each, and I'm going to play that next to Yixley Dominator for each.
You didn't switch back the camera.
Oh, God damn it. All right. Nitzik Resonator, for each neighbor Nitzik Resonator has, your opponent's keys cost +2 Amber, so you are no longer
little
checked.
story about Nitzik Resonator.
Okay.
At Heart of the Game, when we did the release event for this, my opponent had him with a creature on either side, and then he had a Brobnar artifact that says for something like for each creature over power 5, your opponent's keys cost +1. I forged 1 key that game at 13 Amber.
Jeez Louise.
It was ridiculous.
Just crazy talk. All right, so the Resonator is in there, so you're now at an 8 to forge, so you are no longer checked. And then I'm going to play Destroy Them All.
What?
Which is I destroy an artifact, a creature, and an upgrade. So I'm going to kill... I got to look at this closely. I'm going to kill one of the Yangtze gang. Take the one... that guy.
The one that has only 1 damage.
Right.
On him?
Yep. Kill him. Kill the Subtle Maul.
I don't have any upgrades. Sorry.
And I don't have any upgrades either. So that ends that one. And then I will. Does Knuckles have elusive? I think I see.
Yes, he has elusive and skirmish.
Okay. And you don't have any Reap Hate out there right now, correct? So I'm going to Reap the Collector Worm and score an Amber. And that will end my turn. Check.
Okay. Make sure you swap the camera back.
Thank you.
Oh, I forge a key. Look at that. Oh, wait, no, I don't.
No, you don't.
I know, riveting podcasting. Right?
I know, right? Dead air is the best thing ever.
Dead air is the best air. I'm going to play Dis.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my archive into my hand.
Okay. Seems legit. Oh, by the way, I'm now up to power 1 billion on the Marmo Swarm.
That's great.
For 5, 6, 7. There we go.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to play Dis.
Yep.
Artifact, key to Dis.
Okay. What does that one do?
It's an artifact, Omni, sacrifice key to Dis, destroy each creature.
Destroy each creature?
Destroy each creature. Yep.
Like it's a board wipe.
It's gateway to Dis without chains, and it's an Omni artifact, so I can just pull the trigger whenever I feel like it.
And it doesn't go away after you do it?
No, it does. Sacrifice it.
Oh, okay, very good. Yeah. Woo, doggies.
No, that'd be ridiculous.
Jesus.
I'm going to play Amber Imp.
Okay.
He's elusive. After a creature reaps, stun it.
Okay, and that gains me another amber.
Bloodshard Imp. After a creature reaps, its controller must sacrifice it.
Okay, that's another amber.
And then I'm going to play Binding Irons. Give yourself 3 chains.
Okay, I'll put 3 chains. I'll put them right here on top of my draw deck.
Yeah, I noticed some opponents do that too. It's pretty smart, actually. You know,
I'm actually going to put it on my Archon card, which I'm going to place next to it. I'm going to try to remember that it's not. So, folks, my archives will be sideways. This is my Archon card.
Oh, if you see us in person, ask us for a card if we don't force one on you, because it has a chain tracker on the back.
Exactly.
See that? BeerForge? Blah, 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 blah.
Boom, boom, boom. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's some sweet graphic design by Rich, by the way. You can't get, like, original Riches are hard to come by. I have 3 of them on my wall down here in my basement because the love is strong. And, yeah, super sweet.
This was done with Paint 3D, new
Nice.
Windows 10.
Nice.
And I suffered through it because I don't know how to... Look, I may fix computers, folks, but I don't know anything about, like, graphic manipulation in the digital world.
If only you had a partner in podcasting that, like, lives graphic manipulation.
I know, right? And that's my turn. So you get another friggin' key.
Yep. So I'm gonna flip over here because I want all the viewers to see my 9 ember. All right, there we go. So we're gonna take the top 6 off, put it away, right over there. We're gonna flip over this BeerForge key. We're gonna move these 3 over here next to this guy. Boom. And I am going to play. I'm at 3 amber. Now you got some reaping hate out there, right? The Bloodshard
one
Imp.
creature that stuns them and another one that makes you sacrifice them.
Okay, so we're going to play Brobnar. And we're going to play Flamewake Shaman. Deal 2 damage to a creature. I want to do 2 damage to the one that kills the thing that reaps.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to play Gauntlet of Command. And I think that's going to be my turn. Oh, no. I take that back. I'm going to sacrifice combat pheromones to use up to 2 other Mars creatures this turn. I'm going to fight the Amber Imp with this guy.
He's elusive. Yep.
Probably
not a good idea unless you're going to throw something else at him.
Well, I'm gonna throw something else at him. So I'm going to go ahead and fight him. He doesn't do any damage to me because he bounces off my armor. Then I will go ahead and, with my second Mars creature, I'll fight the Amber Imp, and it will put 1 damage on the resonator. And that is, by the way, your keys right now cost +4. And puts 1 damage on him, and I think that's my turn.
How much amber do you have? It's almost off screen.
I'm sorry, let me fix this. It's 3. I have 3 right now.
Okay, one of them's almost off screen still.
Still?
Yeah.
It's showing up on my screen.
Oh, okay.
Let me go ahead and move everything over here a little bit.
It's on the stream, but it's not on my Skype window.
Oh, weird. Okay, that's odd. Let me go ahead and move everything over here a little bit to help you out.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I'm going to draw back up to 5 because I am now down to 2 chains. And I believe I need to bring it over to your camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So I'm going to play Shadows.
Okay.
I think. Yep, I'm going to play Shadows. All right. So the first thing I'm going to play is Furtive Investors.
Furtive Investors, you say?
Yeah. Which gains me an amber.
Yep.
If your opponent has more amber than you...
Okay.
Oh, you don't.
I don't. I only have 3.
Gain 1 for each key your opponent has forged.
Okay.
That's okay.
You still gain an amber.
Yep. And then Yancey Gang is going to steal an amber.
Okay.
This other Yancey Gang is going to steal an amber.
Okay. Puts me down to 1.
And then Bren the Fanatic is going to reap.
Okay.
And then we're going to play Key to Dis, so destroy all the creatures.
All your creatures and all my creatures.
Yep.
Okay, this is going to take a little while. They are destroyed.
And Life for a Life gives me an amber. Sacrifice a creature to deal 6 damage to a creature, but, who cares? We sacrificed all the creatures before.
Yes, we did.
I'm done.
Okay.
And I have 12 amber.
Yes, you do.
Check.
Okay. I am going to play Brobnar. I am going to play Groggins. Then I'm going to ready Groggins.
Groggins.
And reap him. Then I'm going to ready him. Then I'm going to reap him. And that's my turn.
Groggins sounds like some guy that works in the engine room on Star Trek.
You're not wrong. And I go down to 1. Go see Groggins about the dilithium crystals.
Groggins,
the dilithiums.
I forge a key.
Yes, you do.
My first one. And I think you forgot to flip the camera. But
I did.
You already passed your turn.
God dang it. There's my turn. And now back to you.
Sorry, it's hard to pay attention.
Podcasting. We're playing a game, damn it.
In case you haven't picked up, this is somewhat difficult to do.
You're not wrong.
I'm gonna play Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this?
I'm sure it's gonna be awesome.
It is gonna be awesome. This card's called Swindle. It's Alpha and Omega.
Oh, that's great.
Play Steal 3.
There you go. Well, I don't have any. I don't have any amber. Now you have those. Now
So
you have
my
check.
turn's done
Yep.
already. Check, and it's your turn.
Well, that's just fabulous. All right. I'm going to put it back on my camera. And you don't have any creatures out there.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to play Untamed. I'm going to play Grove Keeper. At the end of your turn, give each neighboring creature +1 power counter. I'm going to play Niffle Grounds, gaining an amber. And choose a creature for the remainder of this turn. That creature loses Taunt and Elusive. There you go. It's the end of the turn. And it writes, and that is the end of my turn. And I draw back up to 5. And lose my chain.
Nice. All right, switch back over to me.
Thank you.
And I forge my second key.
Yep.
Some sweet key tokens I got there.
They're super sweet. I'll bet you got them because you are not only a patron, but you are also part of the BeerForge podcast. Do you know
This
who?
is true.
Do you know who else has keys like that?
I believe Art Pogorski and Steve Halterman
Yep. One more.
and Scott Hevel.
That's right. Those
all
are the
have
3
those
people.
sweet keys.
And you know, folks, we're not limiting the patronage at 3. You can join right now.
You know, speaking of which, I don't think I ever gave him a shout out. He's probably not listening, but I don't care. Micah Patnod, we call him Nod. Guy I know through the punk scene, actually, makes buttons for bands. And I approached him about this, and he thought it was a cool idea. And, you know,
Super sweet.
yeah, it's cool. All right, so I'm going to play Logos. And I get to archive a card because of Memory Chip.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet.
And you're at
You know,
3
yeah.
amber already. I was
I
doing well until a second ago.
You were. You have 1.
And this Groggins has a power token. I have 1.
Oh, Kragens. I'm gonna play Poke. Deal 1 damage to an enemy creature. If this damage destroys that creature, draw a card.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Oh.
What does Gravekeeper say?
Grovekeeper is at the end of your
Grove.
turn, give each neighboring creature a +1 power counter.
Oh yeah, he gets that damage.
Okay.
And that gives, and I get an amber for that. And then I'm gonna play Binate Rapture or Rupture.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's an alpha. I can't do that. Never mind.
Okay.
My bad.
That saved me the game. That mistake.
Yep. It sure did. I'm going to play Helper Bot. You may play 1 non-logos card this turn.
Okay.
I'm going to play Not Finished With You. It's an action. Shuffle any number of creatures from your discard pile into your deck.
And gains you an amber.
Gains me an amber. I don't know if I want to.
Don't see as you have an option.
Well, it says any number. I can
And
choose
just
0.
0, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm just going to choose 0.
Okay.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay.
I don't have check, but close.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
that Binate Rupture wrap, whatever it is,
Yep.
mistake.
It's not going to cost you the game, but it's didn't work out for you. We're going to play Brobnar. We're going to play Blood Money, so put 2 amber from the common pool on Helperbot, please. Okay.
Don't forget Bloodshard Imp is in your archive. I don't know if it matters. But
It's in your my archive.
It's
but,
in your archive.
right, but I don't want it to go back to you.
Yeah, so you can't draw anything out of your archive.
I don't have any archives, so we're all good.
Oh, okay.
All right, so then we're going to play into the fray. And it says, for the remainder of this turn, a friendly Brobnar creature gains fight, ready this creature. So that's going to go on Groggins. Groggins is going to fight. Oh, by the way, at the end of my turn, so that's this turn. Okay. Groggins is going to fight the Helper Bot and gain those 2 amber back. Okay, and because he has Into the Fray,
You got to switch the camera.
Oops, sorry. God dang it. And because he has Into the Fray, he readies. And he will then reap. And then I will ready him. And he will reap. Then I will ready him. And he will reap. And then I'm going to play Drummerknot. So he'll come back to my hand. And his power token goes away.
Right.
And then Groggins comes back out. And then it's the end of my turn, so he'll get a power token. And Drummerknot gets a power token. And check. Do you have any way to steal Amber?
How much do you have?
6.
6.
And I got to bring it back to you.
Nope. I can't do it.
Holy cow.
Well done, John.
Pulled that one out of the fire.
Yep.
Wow.
So Binate Rupture
Yep.
would give you 12.
Yeah, you just beat me if you don't make that mistake.
And then I had Cutthroat Research, which is steal 2 if your opponent has 8 or more.
Yep.
But if you had 4, I would have played Binate Rupture.
Gone to 8.
Nope, that would have brought you down to 6. It
Yeah.
still wouldn't have worked. Yeah, still wouldn't have worked.
The mistake was not playing Binate Rupture when you had a billion.
When I should have.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
And that cost you the game. And that, folks, that's Keyforge.
Wow. What a good game.
That's Keyforge. I think I got more than just a little bit lucky on this one. You have a great deck. I don't think this deck is bad.
I don't think so either. I think it's better than we realized.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the closing scene up here. We can talk a little bit more about this, but I think it was a really good match. And I'm very excited for Age of Ascension, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if you haven't picked up a few decks yet, folks, please. It's good. I promise.
Yeah, just get a case of them, get a box of them, and do like I'm doing with my kid Chuck, and we're playing. We're playing blind matches against each other, and then the person who loses gets to pick the deck that they want, and that way it ends up being really super. You play 2 out of 3, and it turns out really super fair, and everybody wins. So that was really fun, Rich.
Yeah, I think we'll talk some more offline, but I just used a work conference call term that was terrible.
Yeah,
I think I know it was bad. In the future, I'm thinking I got a couple ideas here. For stuff we can do to make this a little bit. Hey, nice box you got there.
Yeah, thanks. Reusing some Mark III boxes for card cases.
Shout out to Privateer Press for manufacturing half of the tokens people use in this game.
Yeah, if nothing else, the company's pretty good at the token manufacture.
Yeah, really. Take care, folks, and we'll probably see you. You're not going anywhere next week, are you?
No, I'm home all next week, so that'll be super sweet.
All right.
All right,
probably see you with a midweek game.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, everybody, have a great weekend or whatever. Have some fun and play some Keyforge. And get on over there to Patreon and support us, because we will announce your name and make you internet famous. We'll talk to you later. Good night, everybody.
See ya.